Hello all, I've got some exciting news for you. So I've basically passed the second phase of the evaluation process in my Forex funds in one day, and now I will show you exactly what I did what I traded and how did it go. So let's get started. First of all, in this previous episode, I've told you that I've got more of a fuck it approach to the evaluation process. So I've got in mind that this is only demo account and I can afford this challenge, so I should trade it more aggressively to make it pass faster or fail it faster to move on either to the live account or to next challenge. So I did exactly that thing. So now I will show you on the chart what I did that day. So we are on the charts. There is a 10th of July. So the session started on DAX as usual. We got this pull up from the Kinjun 5-minute Kinjun line. I've immediately started to buy this when it started to first go down to this Kinjun line and then when it started to break this first candle. So I've added quite a lot, and as you can see, basically I've waited for the price come a little bit down, added some more, and when I saw this big candle up, I've got a lot of positions right now, so I've basically said to myself either I pass or I will just go to break even. So I break it even. So this first trade was actually around 1% up in that area when the stops got triggered. As far as I remember, at the top here I was 2% up, so roughly halfway through the challenge. So I really need that same pump to happen, but it didn't. And then when this candle broke all of the stop losses, I thought to add up more, but I fortunately in that case resisted it. I again thought that if we go up to this levels, I will keep this break even on these two positions left. So when that candle happens, I saw that this candle break 1, 2, 3 Kinjun lines. So for me, it was clear indication that we're going down. So I've added massive position here, like 4 or 5 positions here. It went the other way immediately, but I've kept in mind that I'm already profiting from this, so I have a room to lose basically here. So yeah, and when the price started to came down from this area, I've immediately added more positions here and closed several of them pretty quickly. Because the price came up, came down, I was too overwhelmed of the position size. So if I will keep these positions which I gathered here, I'll probably pass the challenge even earlier, but I've made around 2 to 3% on that session. I was pretty happy with the results. As you can see, I've made one trade here, but I saw the retracement to 1 minute Kinjun line. I've bought it here, and I thought to myself, don't overtrade. I've put it immediately on the break even and I forget about it, and it was triggered 2-3 minutes later. So that was the first trading session. I think I've learned from my mistakes in previous phase. So yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement here, but I was pretty happy with that trading that day on the DAX. But what happened next is the real thing on that day. As you can see, pretty similar thing. So we've had a Nasdaq here. On the session opening, we still have the short-term long bias. So when I saw that price are going through those highs, I've bought several positions, and the initial thought of mine was the price can revert around the Kinjun line from the 1 hour time frame. So I closed 2 positions and leave the third one on break even, basically. Not a break even, but a small profit. So eventually I've got stopped out and I've waited, and the same thing happened that happened on DAX session. We had a huge candle that broke 2 of the lines, not 3 like on the DAX. But I've immediately started to sell this. Again, the price immediately started to retrace, but I saw that it really bounced to the pixel perfect to the 5-minute Kenyan line, and it started to retrace again. So as you can see, I've started to aggressively sell this, and when I saw this huge red candle close below this low, I thought, okay, maybe this is it. So I put the break even on that position, which you can see is again really big. The size was too much for the live account and for any account, I would say. But as I said before, I've got this approach to basically risk more on the challenges. So again, when this candle came massively down and closed without the wick on the downside, I've created the take profit exactly on our target, our 5% target, and within like 4 or 5 minutes the price came down. And yeah, basically I'm funded now. I'm funded with 2 accounts, as you can see, just in one day with this approach. It could go either way, but in this year, you know that I'm struggling with the challenges. I've failed 2 or 3 challenges this year from the beginning of the year, and one of them was like I was struggling and I was break even most of the year. I was like free repeating that challenge 4 or 5 times. So I was really frustrated, and I was really risking less that in that previous challenges. I wouldn't recommend this approach, but for me, I was really frustrated when it comes to the challenges, because I was profitable for example 10 days of the first 10 days of the challenge. Then I was in a drawdown, and the rest of the next 10 days I would get through the drawdown to break even basically, and I will leave the account for the rest 10 days to basically wait for the free repeat, because I thought I had only 10 days to pass it and I cannot risk to have a drawdown again. And I was again like emotionally like drained from this experience to overcome the drawdown several times. So basically now when most of the prop firms provided us with unlimited trading days, I think that approach with risking less, it's more appealing because we don't have a time restriction. But in terms of the prop firms which are not offering this unlimited time and they still offering the 30-day evaluation period, I think this approach with risking more is really beneficial, not only to like passing rate, but to the trader's mindset. If you can afford this challenge, like buying this challenge don't affect your budget, you should consider risking more to like get rid of the challenge as soon as possible. Either way, like don't gamble the money, but keep in mind that this is not a real trading, I would say. The real trading starts when you have a funded account. This is not real money. You either pass or fail this as quickly as possible. But of course, keep in mind that you need to follow your strategy. Just adjust the strategy to have more risk on given day, on given trade. So I will stick to this strategy maybe for the challenges, and of course be more conservative for the live account. And that being said, I will post my trades on the live account on this $2,000, $200,000 account to be more transparent. I'm also training my VIP account, but I don't show the trades from there. Maybe I'll change that. Let me know if you want to see more trades from me in the comments. As always, you have the link in the description for my Forex funds. Believe in yourself, believe in your strategy, and eventually you'll be profitable. As always, take care. Bye.